That
It's
was
okay. He had his 2 years of fame. It's all right. It's over.
All right, stop it. It was like
Six.
it was like
Yeah.
12 years of
Yeah.
fame. Yeah,
Well, 2013 to
yeah,
20.
2012, 2012. What? Either way, I mean, Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick was your guy. He
Well,
was your
just
guy
the
for a
first two
while.
albums I liked. I thought those were good.
And then Kendrick, Dan was my favorite, to be honest. I'm a weirdo. I'm one of those weird guys.
No, I mean everyone loves Damn, but
I like
I just never.
Damn. I like if I'm listening to J. Cole, I'm a weirdo, listening to KOD. A lot of people are like, oh, 2014,
Forest Hill.
It's like, bro, it's cool.
Yeah.
But if we're talking in terms of
It's like if people still listen to that Started from the Bottom album.
that
No.
started from the bottom album. You're funny, but it's more.
What's that
timeless.
album called?
There's a lot more music. I'd say in the last I don't know, let's say the last 10 years of music, a little under that, I would say, are seem like it's gotten more timeless than let's say, you know what, let's even go earlier, sooner than I'm not even going that far back, after SoundCloud rap ended.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, there was the time where the biggest rap songs were a lot of, and I'm talking before SoundCloud, a lot of them were melody driven.
Yes.
And all this, because we brought up a couple examples, but we don't have to get into other examples. And then SoundCloud took over, and mumble rap, whatever you want to call it, which was the shit. We were there for it. We were all there for it. But then after that, an album like Damn or KOD, to me, it just seems a little more timeless. It just seems like it
yes.
10 years from now you can play.
You can play that in today's music and it sounds the same. If you play To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid or Forest Hill Drive or whatever that album's called, or some of Drake's earlier shit, it's different.
But not to say because I know the first argument's gonna be but it still relates to today. It's yes, yeah,
sure,
because shit that you can rap about in 2012 can still be relevant in 2024. But what I'm but it also could just be, it could be, actual recency bias. 12 years from now, we might be saying the same stuff about the music we're favoring right now. But it just seems like maybe it's more of a nostalgia thing, and when you hear that music, you just feel like it's a different time.
Yes,
I don't know. It's probably the more logical reason, but at the same time, when you don't drop consistently,
there's big changes in your music.
There's big changes in your music, but there's also big changes in
music.
So it's we
don't know, Drake literally stayed with every different change of rap.
Drake.
Kendrick missed about 7 different eras of rap.
Drake is a mastermind at catching on to the next wave.
Yeah.
And executing it perfectly.
Like this.
That was. But that was.
I don't know what that was.
But either way, yeah, we're not even gonna sit here and talk about. We're not. I'm not gonna say we're not.
You know what we can talk about though?
What's up?
Big Horse Boy's getting his ass whooped. How's
Big
that?
Horse Boy is getting his ass whooped. Should we?
How's that? Now I bet he wants to fucking stop thinking about those horses so much anymore.
We're 4 minutes in.
Because he's getting his balls fucking crushed on.
Do I even introduce? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode.
No, yeah, we're 12 hours into this already.
We're 4 minutes into this. We got game 2 of Timberwolves and Nuggets in. I am in an empty room, so if there's an echo, sorry about it. It's just something that's going to be dealt with today. We don't got the new setup yet. But you're right. Horseboy is getting he's getting stomped. He's getting
his cheeks mushed.
He's getting So should we talk about this
Jimmy Butler got his cheeks mushed. Everybody's getting their cheeks mushed right now. Tom Brady, Kim Kardashian. I didn't watch that. Did you watch that?
I didn't watch the roast because I didn't know anything about it. There was no promotion for it.
There was no promotion for it. All I see is just everyone's quote the next morning. It's I don't really care.
The first thing I saw about it was best moments from Tom Brady, the roast of Tom Brady. I was like,
I had no idea there was going to be a roast of Tom Brady.
and I
And fucking
also
Tony's gay ass was there.
okay. The one thing, Tony who?
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Uh,
I know. The fuck?
uh,
He's like the roast master general
I'll
now.
say,
He's
I'll
fucking
say,
Jeff Ross.
I will say. See, here's the thing. I'm not gonna like be a snob when it comes to comedians because I'm not some comedian, but I will say like
Oh.
he's not my favorite when it comes to like being funny. But
No.
I will say he moved the needle one little tick because he was actually a feature on the Undertaker's podcast, and it was like 2 hours long, and
You did tell me about
it
that,
was
yeah.
actually really good. Like I was like, okay, so Tony can like he can sit and talk. Like
He's a good entertainer, and he knows how to run his own show and all this, but I don't know.
I could sit and listen
He's
to
not
him
my
talk.
cup of balls, you know what I'm saying?
But like when it comes to just I don't know being funny, I don't know. It's not my cup of balls, like you said. It's just not. I don't know. It's not my thing. But do we talk about this series first? I mean, do we get into it?
This series?
I mean, Nuggets Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I mean, game one. Game one obviously already went down, and probably exactly what I would have wanted to happen
I
happened.
think it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen on paper.
Like I think it was. I mean, Ant comes in and drops 43 points. Everybody, I mean, just the Timberwolves execute on all levels, and it's not like the Nuggets didn't show up. You know, like Jokic was like 32, 9, and 8. Michael Porter Jr. dropped 20. Jamal had like a pretty efficient 17. Like it's not like they were chucking or like they were playing like shit. Like,
Yeah. Quick question.
what's up?
Have you seen who Michael Porter Jr.'s brothers are? Not just his brother. Brothers.
I know he has
Jonte Porter's his brother, kicked out of the NBA.
Yeah.
His other brother is spending 6 years in jail.
Oh God.
His other brother was arrested for a DWI. I don't, and MPJ. I thought I didn't even realize MPJ had brothers.
Well, I mean, at least like he definitely like really.
He's top of the food chain.
He's. I mean, he could have been like.
He could have been in prison.
A car salesman and would have been like up there. So he really shot for the stars in comparison. No, but I mean, like they showed up. They showed up, Devin. And they just got outplayed. I mean,
no, yeah.
And I'm looking here right now.
This game, it's not just getting outplayed. They're getting the taints tickled right now.
It is 78-50.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is sitting here just, oh man, this is great. This is great. See, this is entertaining. Shout out to the
and this is at home. This is in their house.
Shout out to. Did you see Mike Malone earlier?
Who?
Lost his mind.
No.
Dude, look it up.
Oh, their head coach?
Yeah. If you oh man, I almost wish like I'm not going back and putting it
I got it. I'll find it.
Mike Malone loses his freaking mind on a ref, and watch like the before and what led to it, and explain for the people at home while we continue to talk about this series. Rudy Gobert isn't available for this game, and they still. And I'm not gonna lie, I was talking before the pod with somebody saying that I thought like it might be a factor. Like, you know, I mean, he got 13 rebounds in the first game. Rudy plays his part. Rudy's just shit on because he's not. Everybody knows he's not a decoy.
Yes.
You know, like that. That's really the reason people don't like him.
Yeah.
But
Rudy's good though.
I feel like the Timberwolves as a whole, like their chemistry is top tier. I mean, it's.
Oh no! The T-Wolves are an actual basketball team.
Yes, they're an actual basketball team.
They're meant to be together. They're the bros. I don't know what happened with this Mike Malone situation. I saw him screaming. I have no idea why.
Rudy's not playing.
That's fine.
And it doesn't matter.
No. I mean, Rudy's a good piece. But if you got 7-foot Cat and Ant doing his goddamn thing, And I think what's his nuts has a bunch of points.
I mean, like there was I'm not even gonna say there was a time, like literally a year ago and before, Cat was looked at as someone that was like definitely not worthy of showing up.
Yeah.
Definitely not like, and obviously he's not leading this team, but like Anthony Edwards is like the best teammate he could have had, just because like like those little bits we got those post game conferences where it's like like they're going back and forth telling each other like you're the best in the league. No, you're the best in the league. And they're like I tell this motherfucker all the time, like they're saying all this stuff about each other. It's like think about what Ant could have done for like Anthony Davis. Like
what Ant could have done for Anthony Davis?
Like what I'm saying is like imagine what
I got you.
Ant probably says to Cat behind the door. Like I'm sure they probably grew some.
They're bringing each other up.
And there's probably a moment where it was like, bro, like stop being soft. You're 7 foot tall out here.
You play like a big bitch.
You can shoot. You can you can do everything. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on. We can go.
Take over.
We can go beat the reigning champs right now. We can go sweep them if you want.
We can sweep them.
You want to go sweep?
That's how fucking bad they are, dude.
But Anthony Edwards was just Anthony Edwards. Anthony Davis was just an example because it's like
it's a big guy who plays like a little bitch sometimes.
On the court, yeah, LeBron will make you better. But like I don't know. I think it's just I feel like LeBron and Anthony handle their candle a little different. I think they attack situations a little differently.
Yeah,
and
big time.
I don't know. I don't know what that means, like in the grand scheme of things. But as of
it means they're about to sweep the national. I mean, not the national champions, reigning champions.
They are. Is it going to be a sweep? Does Denver get one? I mean, Denver has to get one. Okay, here's the thing, though.
But they're going back to Minnesota for 2 more.
The whole thing is, Denver has to get one. At this point, people are saying that.
Yeah.
But do they? Like, if they keep playing like this, what is going to make, like, unless the Timberwolves fall off a cliff in terms of, like, production.
Yeah.
What would be the reason for them not winning another 2 games after this?
I mean, Jokic, it would be Jamal Murray dropping like 45 because Jokic isn't really going to drop in the 40s much. But yeah, Jamal Murray putting up a fucking Jalen Brunson of a game.
I mean, I don't have the stats in front of me to tell you who's more probable of a 40-point game. I'd like to say it's probably Jokic. Now,
more probable, sure, but they both need to have a huge game, or MPJ's got to step up, or that little white boy they just brought out on the court. I don't know. Someone's got to step up, but the Timberwolves have a good enough supporting cast that they can both drop 30 and still win by 20.
They're going to be in the Western Conference Finals.
How fucking sick is that? Who the fuck are they going to play?
Well, let's talk about that because that series starts tomorrow, which actually, before we talk about that, I mean...
Team Drake versus Team Cuban.
Clippers lose to Dallas in 6.
4-2.
Clippers lose to Dallas in 6.
Yes.
I mean, last time we talked, it was after Game 5.
No.
Yeah, I believe it was after.
When they got mushed, Game 5? I thought it was after Game 4.
It was after Game 4 because it was 2-2.
It was before Game 5.
I was saying fuck Kawhi.
Yeah, and it was when the Clippers put up the Dallas to Cancun sign, and then they got.
Yeah, so.
Sent.
I mean.
Kawhi never came back, no?
Kawhi never came back, which Kawhi is. I don't know if one day people just accepted, like, because you got to remember there was a time where like he wasn't held to the same standard in terms of like not playing, like people.
Yeah, it wasn't until
people kind of turned a blind eye to that. Like they were like, oh well, player safety, blah blah blah, player health. It's like, yeah, we get it. But it's like, you do this.
Right when he won the championship, it was like, oh, yeah, let him rest because he'll be good for the playoffs. And now it's like, he's going to suck regardless.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like he's never gonna get I'm not gonna say never, but the way things would have to fall in place for him to have the same type of route or a similar route like he did it with Toronto.
Yeah, they have to be perfect.
I mean,
And
it's
then he would have to
probably
get
not.
to the finals, and then the team they were playing would have to lose their two best players.
Yeah,
Or two of their three best players.
Yeah, two of the three best players with season-ending injuries, like losing
Yes.
for good.
Damn near, basically a career-ending injury for Klay Thompson.
I mean,
he missed 2 years. Well, it was that injury, and then he fucking tore his shit in the offseason of the next year.
Christ.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Clippers couldn't defend a single thing at the rim. Especially, no. I mean, shit. They were just Luka was just us throwing that bitch up live. It was Lob City in Dallas. And then that's the other thing.
Right. It was right after you said that we don't need Kawhi. That Harden and PG shit the bed 2 games in a row.
They shit the bed two games in a row, and that's the thing. They are you took two, and this was one of my biggest worries was you took 2 guys who are kind of known for being inconsistent in the playoffs. And you have them being the 2 best options on a team. 82
They were both inconsistent.
82 games. James Harden and Paul George are great. It's great.
Yep.
It's cool. It's fun.
Playoff P walks in the playoffs.
Yeah,
over.
You're getting pandemic P. You're getting a very inconsistent James Harden. One day they're both dropping 33. One day they're both dropping 7.
Yes.
It's just it's odd.
No.
I don't know. And then the whole Russ thing, it's like, as a Russ fan, it is super depressing.
Yep.
Like, how do you treat, like?
Because the whole team is shit, and Russ is still coming off the bench, getting 9 minutes.
Because at this point in my like fandom for the NBA or for basketball, there's no player that I think like I will be a fan of as much as like Russ. Because that was like the first player where it was like, I like this motherfucker. But I have my guys like the next era of guys that I'm looking forward to watching. But it's like in this stage of absolutely not. In this stage of someone like Russ's career, do you hope that he like there's so many options. Do you
I would like to see him in the role of like a Mike Conley, like a role that Mike Conley has played for a long time.
See that's the thing, Russ.
And that's being like a court facilitator, a straight up thoroughbred point guard. That's all you're doing.
It's pretty obvious that Russ, like he can and he will, but the problem with Russ is like there are just a couple things that I think everybody can agree on. If he would change about his game, it would just make him a way more efficient player.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's not that like and what I was saying is it's like, okay, do you like hope he retires? Do you not expect much for any more year? See, the only reason I bring that up is because people were calling for him to retire, and I personally was like, he
for
was
what?
like just like, do y'all not know what he was doing last year? Like, are we not like what are we doing here? Like, no, I didn't personally think there was any reason to call for retirement, but I did bring that up because I did see people calling for it, but.
Because NBA fans are the dumbest fans.
Do you just expect the least? Like, what do you do? Like, do you expect the least possible? Do you just
for like a fan of Russ?
For somebody that's a fan of a player in this stage of their career. For me,
I mean, I would expect, obviously him to stay in the league, and I would expect. I mean, not a whole lot. Hopefully, he can find a place where he is not coming off the bench and making an impact on a team, because I think a lot of the league understands that he still can do that, but he's coming off the bench. And he had to do it on this team. This team that had 3 stars that are inconsistent as fuck, but there's 3 stars who are shooting the ball a shit ton. If you put him on any other team that genuinely needs a point guard, I think he can play pretty well.
So I would probably say at this point, like, just
Chris
have
Paul's
him
old ass was still taking teams to the playoffs at his fucking age.
see, but I'm not even I'm not even expecting all of that. Because at the end of the day, it's like you can get to the playoffs every year, and
Yeah,
what happens happens.
yeah.
But like at this point, it's like I hope he finds. Now my thing is, if he leaves, I honestly hope he leaves.
Well, it's either he leaves. I mean, either way, this team is getting split the fuck up apart.
Yeah, this team is
It's
getting
not.
switched up a
Maybe
lot.
one of these guys will be left. Maybe.
But I would just want him to go somewhere where he's used to the best of his ability. Like that's really
Yeah.
it. Like where
Yeah.
I can enjoy however many games out of
And if it's
82
on a team
games.
that's not a playoff team right now, then so be it.
Like do you know how much
Let him play.
fun? You know how much fun I had when he was a Wizard?
A Wizard, yeah. He was playing.
He was
Bradley Beal had the
playing
best season in his life.
best season of his life, Russ is still averaging a triple double. Went to the
Bradley was averaging
playoffs,
fucking 34.
made it to the postseason, mind
Yeah.
you. And I mean, it's just
Was it
like
the
Russ
play-in or the
just
postseason?
the postseason lost in the first round to Philly.
Yes, okay.
But I don't know. Russ, I think no reason for he needs to just go find a place where he can get his minutes.
Yeah.
And do his thing. Like
maybe not try to win a championship because he won't be used correctly on a team that considers themselves a championship team.
I just know, and please everybody, that anybody that wants to defend Russ is my favorite player of all time. But I can understand and acknowledge the fact that his style of play, especially now, is not the style of play for a team to win a championship. He turns the ball over too much. He takes dumb shots.
Yes.
I mean, it's just yes, he's gonna hustle. He's gonna be able to facilitate. And he'll get his buckets. But
yeah,
when I say like a few things, a couple tweaks you can make in Russ's game, which are the just like very out of nowhere, like frantic turnovers that he'll.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope at least that he's at a point in his career where he can slow his game down a little bit.
Yeah,
because he's quick to throw up shots. He's quick to just bullet down the middle of the lane and try to throw something up, and
quick to just back you down. I'm like,
yeah, just turn around and then not look anywhere else and throw up a bad fadeaway, hit the side of the backboard.
Yeah, I'm like, Russ, stop doing this because I watch Russ drain threes, and I'm like, what are we?
Yeah,
can you just do that more? Like, can you
just
just
slow it down?
If Russ could find, like you said, a way for him to slow it down as a facilitator, and just when the ball's not in his hand, to just spot up, shoot.
Yeah,
it'd be beautiful.
It'd be sick.
Maybe don't put as much effort into getting those boards, bro. We know, we get it. We know.
Yeah,
we know you love to hustle for them boards, but maybe save some of that energy for spotting up a couple more threes. Like,
slow your game down.
Maybe.
He needs to find a game where he can play at what 32, 33 years old, however old he is, 34, 35, and not fucking 23, 24 anymore. When he was a beast, when he was fucking faster than everybody, more explosive than anybody in the league.
But Dallas is playing OKC.
Yes, that's Thunder. The Thunder from down under.
And I really don't like. Okay, like the Nuggets and Timberwolves, I was picking my winner off of like
35.
Just who I wanted to see, right?
Huh?
I picked my winner between
you cut out,
Timberwolves, Nuggets. I picked who I wanted to see win. I didn't pick who I 100% thought was going to win.
No.
And in this game, I think it's even worse. Or in this series, I think it's even worse. OKC and fucking Dallas.
Also, they didn't reseed.
They didn't?
No, it's the 2 and the 3 in the West, but in the East it's the 2 and the 5 and the 1 and the 6. No, the 1 and the 5 and the 2 and the 6.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no, swear to God.
For real? Let me pull that up.
It's the Knicks are the 2, Pacers were the 6, and then the Cavs were the 5, the Celtics are the 1.
Cavs, Celtics. Wow, I thought it reseeded.
Mm-hmm. It's
I
the
always
bracket
assume
setup.
I'm not gonna lie, bracket that is so stupid.
It's real confusing and pretty stupid. Yeah.
Like reseeding should always be a thing.
Yeah, it should be 1 and 6 and 2 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's honestly why the NFL runs American sports.
I think they reseed.
The NFL?
Yeah.
Yes, the NFL reseeds all the time. All the time. Right. The NFL reseeds every week in the postseason. But I mean, do you have a prediction? Do you have a pick? Do you have an idea? Because I have no clue. OKC and Dallas, like I said, we can't see Giddey even sniff a finals. I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it either. But I mean, clearly the league doesn't give a fuck.
And do we just accept that?
No,
and
but
just talk about it as is. Because what else do you do? Like I don't know what OKC's gonna play. So is he. They're just gonna do their thing. So it's like you kind of just have to accept that they're gonna play. Now we watched them play New Orleans without Zion and swept them.
Smoked them. The Mavericks had clearly a slightly harder series, but the last 2 games maybe not.
Slightly harder.
Still a much harder series.
Four future Hall of Famers on the damn team,
and they shit the dick the last 2 games and combined for 30 something or 40.
That's fine. One team went to 6, one team went to 4.
Yes, exactly. They had a harder series. I don't know. I mean, obviously Kyrie and Luka have to be on. They don't have much help outside of that. But, I mean, same thing goes for the Thunder. Shai's got to be on. Chet's got to be on. I don't see where Chet can really help out. I mean, offensively, of course, but I don't see him as a huge advantage in this series. I want to see the Mavs in 6. But, again, I could be very wrong.
I think Dallas also wins the series.
I mean, the Thunder can easily pull this off and spit on the whole world, but
the reason I don't know if they easily win it is Anthony Edwards was a star added to a team that had a lot of potential but just needed that one more oomph. And they got that oomph.
Yes.
A lot of players on OKC, not a lot, there's a couple guys, but OKC, like Chet and SGA,
yeah,
they're oomph. Like if you added either of them to a team that needed a little bit more,
yes,
it's over for.
Yeah.
So I think when it comes to like talking about experience in the playoffs and how much that matters and, being a young team, I think it's different when, because I was talking about Minnesota and being like, maybe Anthony doesn't show up, but Ant's a different guy. He's just a different.
He showed up. Beast. Yeah. He also doesn't want to be compared to MJ anymore. So let's stop doing that.
Okay. Did I not say?
I think we both said that
verbatim. I said, can he not just be Anthony Edwards? Like,
yeah, there's no reason he should be compared to that.
He should just be Anthony Edwards. I just think that OKC, like I really feel like Kyrie is going to pick up any like lack of playoff experience.
Yes.
Like, or pick up the slack on any lack of playoff experience.
Sure.
If that makes any sense. Like I just feel like
Luka's got a decent amount of playoff experience now. None of it good.
Winning though, and having the right.
Yeah, none of it winning, but
the right 1A duo, in his duo.
Yes.
But yeah, I in how many games? I'd say See, but 6 is playing it too safe. So let me go 5.
Okay.
Go 5.
I mean, I don't know. It's a new world for everybody. It's a new league. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen no superstars of the past. Like all these guys, LeBron, KD,
Yeah, I guess
Russ,
there's
PG, Harden, Kawhi, Clay, Steph, I'm going to keep repeating names, but I don't know. We've never seen the Thunder this far with this new team, and the Timberwolves, and the Nuggies, and the fucking Cavs, and the Pacers, the Knicks.
We're just in that gap of like
we're in a transition era. I don't know what the fuck any of these teams are going to be able to do.
Like we're in the transition of trying to figure out who's going to be the next superstars and
Who are the guys?
And which superstars still got it.
Yes. Well, clearly none of them right now.
Well, I think some of them still got it, and I think some of them are going to have a couple problems in the future. But let's move on from the NBA talk for a little bit.
Well, Pat Riley said that Jimmy Butler needs to shut his mouth when he's not on the court.
Sure. See,
he also said that Tyler Hero's a little bitch.
I didn't look into any of that. So do you want to give me?
Well, yeah. So Pat Riley did a press conference. He said that if Jimmy's not on the court, he shouldn't be talking. And then he said that Tyler Hero's got a lot to work on because he's fragile. That's all I heard, basically. I don't know. Pat Riley's a fucking whatever.
I mean, when it comes to criticizing someone like Tyler Hero, it's like, I guess it really depends on your expectation.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I didn't expect him to, like, step up enough to beat the fucking Celtics, without Jimmy Butler.
Without Jimmy, yeah. He did one game.
He's a cool piece.
Yeah.
But he's not like, I don't know, he's not like when we're talking about the next superstars, people that are going to take over.
No.
You got to have a super bright red MAGA hat to say Tyler Hero is one of the next.
I don't even think a MAGA hat, dude. You got to have a dunce cap on, brother.
I'm telling you.
Oh, one of those, the NFL helmets without the NFL helmet under it. Just the shell.
I can't wait for. I can't wait
the shell
for,
and maybe some braces or something.
Look. I don't want players to get concussed. I don't.
Well, there's also no evidence that says that this stops it. So.
Oh no, Devin. There's plenty of evidence in practice where they go.
Okay, can you hear me out?
Live. I'll hear you out.
I don't care if they get concussed.
Stop.
I don't care. I don't watch UFC fights and go, oh, I hope he's okay. He just got fucking kicked in the face.
Okay, see, the difference between accepting.
No, right when you said that, I was like, I'm full into football is a fucking combat sport.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I'm full into it now.
But,
I don't care.
But like,
no. I don't give two fucks about Conor McGregor when he gets fucking his shit worked.
No. The same way you see someone like Nick Chubb's leg going completely the other way, or it's the same thing like you see a UFC player's shin bone shatter. It's still like,
no, it's gross.
Like, that sucks.
Yeah,
but it's not that like, because I'm not gonna lie, you just saying you don't care just makes you sound like a really bad person. It's not that you don't care.
It's not that I don't care, but it's expected to happen.
You accept that is what comes with the game.
It's just how it is.
And I'm not saying I want to see players get concussed, but when it's shown in the statistics that, well, honestly, this is what's going to happen. Players are going to be more and more like trying to not get fined for any dangerous tackle, and then maybe the stats will drop a little bit, and they're going to go see.
Whoa, see? No, duh.
It's like no, players are afraid to tackle.
No, they're trying not to lose all of their money because most of these guys don't really make that much money.
I mean, but see, then you got other guys that don't give a shit. Because I saw that Tyreek Hill has been fined $100,000 for not wearing the proper socks. I don't know.
Yeah,
He
socks.
either
Yeah.
wears low socks or no socks, which I really hope it's low socks.
No, I bet he wears like really low socks. But sometimes he'll just wear like regular crew socks that like go mid calf or whatever.
Yeah, but what I saw was like they said no socks in there, and I want to hope it's low socks because
He's
no socks in football cleats is
in football in those
filthy.
tight ass football cleats. He's gonna
It is.
fucking shred his feet,
I mean,
shredded toes.
it's disgusting.
Yeah, no.
It's that.
Well, you've seen NFL players' feet. It's gross, or just athletes' feet in general.
I mean, I don't think I've seen too many.
You've seen LeBron's toes, or no, Shaq's toes. Shaq's toes are fucked.
LeBron's got a fucked foot.
They all got fucked feet, man.
But like, I don't know. I think it's I'm not spending too much time talking about.
You're not looking at bro's toes on the onlines.
Nah. There's not much athlete feet as you would think on the internet. But
no, there's tons of it. Just gotta know where to look, brother.
See, I don't have that. I don't have that plug. Zeke is going back to Dallas.
Yeah, apparently he has unfinished business. You mean that sex assault case? You jackass.
You stop it.
What are we doing?
What?
He's like, I want to win a championship. Fuck your championship, bitch.
See,
you're gonna put up 12 yards. Shut up.
See, that's the thing. Dallas, they said they're going all in. They made no off-season moves.
No. Except for Zeke.
They pick up Zeke. They make no big splash in trade or in the draft. Nothing. No. They do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And they also said it's going to be running back by committee. Like they're going to be splitting the rest between 4 different running backs.
Yeah, they'll just have 10 shitty running backs out there. And none of them are going to do shit. From what I've seen in the NFL, if you have 4 bad running backs, that doesn't equal 2 good running backs.
No, I mean, if you have even
they have Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn is 5'4".
Sometimes
the fuck is Deuce Vaughn going to do?
Sometimes just like 2 decent running backs isn't like enough to equal 1 good running
No.
back.
No.
In certain cases, you might get lucky, but
if you have a run-first team, Dallas is a fucking team that's going to throw for 5,000 yards next year.
Dallas is I don't know what the fuck we are team right now.
Who cares? No one should even talk about Dallas for 1 second.
Being made right now is like Zeke. It's like here we go. Okay, I will say one thing. People aren't gassing the Zeke move, but you know what people are gassing?
Well, Zeke's gassing the Zeke move.
Zeke can gas whatever the fuck he wants. You know what people are gassing? Odell to Miami.
Dude, I heard someone say, oh, well, just Odell's going to be wide open now. Who cares if he's wide open? He will get hurt. He will suck. Who cares?
First of all, bro bullshitted. Like, he came to Baltimore, was like, I love y'all. Can't wait to win a championship. Lost. I was like, I'm out of here. I want to live.
He was like, y'all the best, cuh.
I want to live in Florida. And then I saw some shit where it was like,
he was like, I love this city, dummy. It's like, dude, chill out.
They were saying,
quit appropriating Baltimore culture.
You know what happened last time? Jalen Ramsey and Odell played together. It's like,
yeah. Both of them were non-factors on that football team.
Yeah, a receiver had a record-breaking season.
Didn't Jalen Ramsey get the shit burned out of him in that game?
Jalen Ramsey got beat by what you're thinking about is Jalen getting beat by Jamar on the last play.
Yeah,
which he did, but
he just didn't throw it.
Shit happens, the Rams.
So Aaron Donald was an impact. Odell was not. He left halfway through the game because he tore his ACL on turf.
But remember, he was going to win the MVP.
Yeah, I forgot about all that.
He told us that that's what was going to happen, is he was going to win the Super Bowl MVP. But no, him going to Miami, and I'm not even going to sit here like, who said he was going to be open all the time? I mean, if I'm a defense playing Miami, like, this is what I'm doing. Like, it's like, all right, like Jalen Waddle, it's like, we got to make sure we don't let him get loose. Tyreek, we got to fucking triple team him. Odell, he'll be fine. We'll be able to cover him. Like that's how that would go.
Yeah.
If I was like,
you put one guy on Odell and he's good.
Like I don't
Cat's knocking down
necessarily
threes now. What is happening?
like sure if he can, like yes, he will have more opportunities to get open with defenses worrying about two of the fastest receivers ever. But at the same time, I don't want to hear him saying nothing about two is the best passer I've ever played with, or just any glazing.
We forget who's throwing that fucking rock to these boys.
We do, but it seems like everywhere he talked about how great Lamar was, and I get it. I get it. You got to gas up whoever you're playing with, but in no way did Odell choose to play with Miami because he is like, oh, I gotta catch balls from Tua.
No one wants balls from that guy.
I have to catch balls from Tua.
I mean, Tyreek clearly said he was down there because of money purposes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Odell's down there for the same exact reason.
Probably. I mean, probably the best.
But also to sit behind two of the league's best receivers. I think that's going to help him out a lot.
You want to know what's disrespectful? Asking a former first overall quarterback if he wants to take reps at kick returner.
Yeah, the fact that what's that guy's name? The guy who said that, their player who said that. Like, what are you doing saying that to the internet?
Well, see, before that, it had already came out.
Jalen Warren.
Before that came out, it had already came out that the Steelers were probably moving on without Justin Fields after this season. Like
they dropped his fifth year option, Justin Fields, and they dropped Najee's 5th-year option.
So call me crazy, but I might be the only person looking at it as this. They know that what the hell was that? That was loud as shit. They know that Russell Wilson is going to be their starting quarterback. They know that Russell Wilson is going to be their guy next year. And they know that after this season, they're moving on.
They will have nothing. They will have no need for Justin Fields.
So if anything, I think reports coming out that they're giving him potential reps or even bringing up a hypothetical where he takes reps at kick returner is just giving him the opportunity to be on the field this season.
I don't see him taking a job at kick returner, though.
No. I'm not saying he'll take it. I'm saying the reason for that being a hypothetical.
Yes.
I think that
because he's not going to get him a quarterback.
I don't think
unless Russ gets violently injured.
I don't think the Steelers, with their history of who they've decided to start at quarterback these past few years, there's no way they went, Justin, you're just like, there's no way you're good enough to be like even a backup quarterback. Like, do you want to take reps at kick returner, mate? Like, you're pretty athletic. Like, do you want to return some kicks? Like, I don't think it went like that.
No,
I really don't think it did. And a lot of people were like, it's obviously make fun of Justin Fields. It's easy, but then it's like they took this and like quadrupled down on it, and they're like, see, he's really a bum. It's like, if anything, I think they might be giving him like a Taysom Hill treatment where it's like, look, we're gonna give you something. Like, we're gonna give you something to do.
Yeah. Like, we're paying. I mean, I guess they're not really paying for Russ right now, but if they're going to bring on a guy like Russ who's that old, you're not going to have him fight for a job with a guy like Justin Fields. You're just not. So
shout out Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Kirk's got that.
Well, no,
what do we? I don't know what we're doing.
Well, you just said you at this age you don't need to be fighting for a job, which I don't think Kirk's fighting for.
Kirk might be fighting for a job. Honestly, they paid him all that money, and I mean, why the fuck else would you get him?
I don't think Kirk's fighting for that job. Well, for the future.
Yeah, I would hope Kirk's not fighting for his job this year.
I'd like to believe that Kirk is not fighting for his job.
I hope he's got a stable job right now.
Yeah, for now. I think his job is good. But, I mean, I also saw that Kirk, one of the reasons he left Minnesota was because they had plans on drafting a quarterback.
Who, the Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they definitely had plans on getting another quarterback.
Like, I'm going to go ahead and say that it doesn't end too pretty. Well, okay, this is the only reason this might be wrong. I don't think it's gonna end too pretty with Kirk in Atlanta. But the reason I might be wrong is just because of like Kirk's such like a, like I'm like say 2 years down the line, they decide to just roll with Penix, and they're like, sorry, Kirk, whatever. Like, and they know, and like, it's very, maybe it's a very like, people are on the fence about like, it's just say it's dramatic, and it's a dramatic ending to their relationship. Kirk is gonna be like, I'm thankful for the opportunity. I loved, it was fun.
It was freaking awesome.
It was fun playing with these guys. Like, that would be the only. But in a regular world, in regular quarterbacks, like, and I mean, I feel like it's been reported like Kirk's still pissed, as mad as he can possibly be. I don't know how mad Kirk. I don't know how mad Kirk can get.
Can be, but he is at the peak of his anger.
He's got to be, and if his peak anger is like Phillip Rivers when he gets tackled, like gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Like maybe,
what the frick?
Like maybe that. Even actually, I'm lying. Phillip would.
I mean, I would just hope that he's disappointed in his organization for not getting another offensive weapon or maybe a defensive weapon because their defense stinks more than Kim K's left fucking tit. But
I would just be I'd be disappointed in the team I'm about to suit up for and try to win as many games as possible for next year.
And now you have to even think about having another quarterback on this roster. And a quarterback who was before the national championship game or the national semi, was ranked as a high draft pick.
Not Atlanta.
Well, no, before the end of the season, he was ranked pretty high. He could have gone before some of those other guys.
I'm saying just not to Atlanta.
But then he did, and then he was projected like second round or late first. Then he goes fucking 8. Shouldn't have. And the Denver Nuggets need to stop putting their area code on their fucking jerseys. No one cares.
Hold
on, is their area code a mile?
I still don't understand.
Wait, is that their area code or is that just that's how many feet are in a mile? 5,280. Is that an area code for them? The mile high? That's their. Bro, what is happening?
Are you a mile high? Because wait a second. Did you just break down the whole reason for those numbers on the jersey? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know the reason or the story behind the Nuggets jerseys, because I don't care.
No, I don't care neither. But
that is a good question.
Oh, so that's the reason. The reason that they have that number is because that's how many feet are in a mile. Fucking gay. So what the hell are we doing? I thought it had something to... And it's on the fucking Broncos helmets.
So it's not a zip code.
No, it's the fucking... I know how many feet are in a mile. That's how many feet are in a mile. No, for what fucking reason is that on the jersey?
But and trust me, if this is a stupid question, tell me. Couldn't they just make zip codes whatever they want?
No, they can do whatever they want. I don't know what a zip code even is, but they have those numbers because that's how many feet are in a mile.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate zip codes.
What? I don't know what they mean.
It's you could be in.
And the zip code's 5 numbers anyway, so I'm fucking really stupid. I've said this for like weeks now. I didn't put it together that's feet.
Yeah, I don't think that's the first time you said it on the pod either.
No, I've said it for a few weeks actually. But because I just started watching basketball about a few weeks ago.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Just looking, I would have assumed it has something to do with
No, that's how many goddamn feet are in a mile because it's the only thing cool about their dumbass fucking city.
How many feet are in a mile?
We're up in the... all right, this is fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, at least they're losing in their mile or in their mile high jerseys.
Good.
Yeah, Timberwolves are gonna go up 2-0, which is, I don't know.
It's you know what it is?
What is it? It is a masterpiece. And do we get Luka versus Ant in the Western Conference Finals?
How cool would that be?
Because that's what I want.
How cool would that be?
That's what I want.
Are we going to actually see a matchup we want to see? Are we going to see the Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics? Or the Celtics versus the Timberwolves? Are we going to see a fun matchup of basketball?
As long as Boston makes it out the East.
Yeah.
Because
and ain't nobody out here wants to see no Knickerbockers winning the fucking Eastern Conference.
Notice we have not mentioned,
and we're not gonna.
Okay, Cavs
the Pacers.
Cavs beat the Magic. They.
I told you Paolo's good. Paolo's a good boy.
Yeah, Paolo, he's good. We know.
But Mitchell's a beast.
Mitchell fucking he dropped like 50 and lost games. What was it? Game 6.
Game 6. Yeah.
So as much as I have thought in the past that the Cavs have potential, I need them to lose to Boston because we all know that even if they conquered Boston some fucking way, they're gonna lose down the line.
Yes, but here's the thing: they will lose to Boston, and whoever makes it out of Pacers Knicks will lose to Boston. It's fucking plain and simple.
Now, in terms of like what matchup's going to get the most hype from the media, it's Boston versus New York.
Yes, that'll be huge. Probably a pretty good series. No one gives two fucking flying ball sacks about the Pacers. But
see, here's the thing.
That's not Pacers, true. They're good, whatever.
Like the Pacers, I would be interested in if I didn't assume from after this first round that it's like they're maybe this is
they're lucky.
Maybe this is the word I've been giving a lot of teams that I just don't like watching, but it's just kind of boring.
They're very boring, and they're very lucky that the Bucks just died on the court.
Like Pascal was just like quietly dropping a 37 burger, and I was just
every game. Yeah.
All right, I guess. Like, yeah, I guess. Damn.
Did you know Pascal's fucking 30?
Yeah, I knew he was up there.
Well, we first heard about him in 19 on the Raptors. And he was already fucking 24 at that point. 25. Fast forward 5 years later. Now he's again a thing, but I don't know.
Not everybody's a superstar at 18.
No, but Anthony's a superstar at 22.
Okay, can I admit something?
It's not, I don't know.
Nothing crazy. Last episode we talked about Pat Bev throwing that ball.
Yeah.
And I knew about it, read about it, didn't see the actual clip.
Actually? Now, how different do you feel?
So.
No different? Any different? Yes, different?
My take was what? I don't care because I just don't really give a fuck.
Sure.
And I also didn't listen to Pat Bev. I'm sure he's talked about it since. On some.
Maybe. Well, he did just get banned from ESPN.
So, it was to a lady.
Yeah, and then he hit a dude in the head. Well, he initially threw it to a lady, and yeah,
because I knew when you were talking about I knew he asked for it back and did it again.
Yeah, he did.
When someone says that, I'm thinking okay, he threw it, and then someone threw it back, and he's like, all right, well, fuck you. It's no, he threw it.
Said, give me it back. And then immediately.
Back. I mean, it.
That's bitch shit that happens when you get mad playing pickup. When you're playing your brother and you're you chuck a ball at his face.
And it's just funny how, it's you lose a first round series that you weren't going to be an impact win or loss.
Yeah. And
you get that mad the same way as a Timberwolf when he won that play-in game and you really weren't that much of an impact and you celebrated like it was game 7 of the finals.
Yes.
It's like Pat Bev just has way too many
Pat
emotions.
Bev can do no wrong. And then he goes on his podcast and he speaks like he's fucking Jesus.
Pat Bev has the next 5 years. This next 5 years are his. Remember?
Oh, I forgot about that, dude.
Not,
when did he say that? 5 years ago, no?
12 years ago? Fuck it.
It was 12 years ago?
No, I think
Was he a Rocket then?
It's been at least 5 years because he said, "Nah, like these 5 years."
Yeah.
Like the next 5 years. Like it's
no, he's an idiot.
5 years.
Well, yeah, and then he got kicked out of ESPN because he told an ESPN reporter that if he's not subscribed to his podcast, then he can't ask him a question. So then ESPN banned him from, I don't know, being on ESPN or something.
If you're not subscribed to my podcast,
you're not allowed to ask me a question.
What made him what was the question?
I don't know.
I would love to know what the question was.
I'll probably need to look that up.
Because, I mean, I would assume it's not about the podcast because he would have said questions about my podcast.
No, he said in general, I believe.
Yeah. See, here's my thing. And I was kind of alluding to this.
And you know what this did for Draymond? This allowed Draymond to go after Pat Bev now. And now Draymond's against Pat Bev for doing... Draymond's done worse things.
It's like, I don't know.
Much worse.
Yeah, let those two idiots fight. I don't care. That's cool. It's fine with me. But this is what I was kind of alluding to.
Okay, so he wasn't banned and never was. What is happening?
So where did you get your
I don't know.
From?
They said he was banned.
No,
and now they're saying he's not. They're saying it was an erroneous report. Okay, cool. Whatever. Never mind.
See, false. Say what is banned from ESPN? Like, I mean,
fake news.
How many times is Patrick Beverley really going to be interviewed?
Yeah, true.
Also, what I was alluding to was he's not that important enough to go, you need to be subscribed to my podcast. Oh, I'm this angry. Let me throw a ball at a fan's face twice. Oh, we just want a playing game. Let me rip my jersey off and get on top of the commentator table and go nuts. Like,
yeah.
He's
never been that. He's never been very important. But he thinks he's important.
Like his emotions and reactions are so like you would think he's like top 5 in the league.
You would think he was at least top 50.
And it's like you just
maybe even you would think he was at least top 100.
It's like you just put up 2 layups, got 1 board, and 3 fucking fouls, and you are
6 fouls maybe.
Like, what are you mad about? Like
exactly. Yeah, like, you also joined this team midway through the year.
Patrick Beverley I feel like deep down inside, no matter like how much like confidence motherfuckers think they have,
he knows he stinks.
He knows what his ceiling is.
Yes.
So it's like, what are you mad about? Like, you just have to kind of show up and do your job.
And now you get to go home.
I mean, think about it. We watch a former MVP in Russell Westbrook struggle, and he might crash out on PJ, or he might crash out on a player. He ain't
sure.
I don't think he's. No matter even what Russ has gotten into with fans, he's not chucking a ball at a fan's face. I don't think so.
I don't believe he has.
I don't think he's chucking it. And he's
especially not in a situation like that.
Yeah. Like you're throwing a ball at a fan's face. It's because you're mad that you lost. And like we're saying, did you really lose?
No, he did not.
Like
well, he was important in their game, whatever win, maybe.
Sure.
Their one. Sure, it was when they both weren't there. Whatever.
Like, what are you even talking about? Like, okay, I don't even remember what Patrick Beverley win because, like I said, even if they win, like, did you win?
He had 13 points.
Okay, that's a fucking that is an amazing day.
That's one of the best stat lines he's ever had. 13, 4, and 12.
That is an amazing day for Patrick Beverley.
Yeah.
There's no other. I don't know. But something I saw. I gotta pull up the. I want to pull up the quote. Ric Flair.
Woo.
So.
Woo.
You know who Ric Flair is.
I don't know Ric Flair as the cool Ric Flair. I know him as the old cranky weirdo.
We talked about wrestling last episode, and it was like, bro, you should really get it. Like,
well, we talked about
shit. But then we started talking about how you have no clue about anything when it comes to the WWE and shit. And it's just funny that we have a story to talk about. So Ric Flair put out a little post.
Oh.
Not fucking dead.
Oh.
Yeah, puts out a post on Instagram. Here, let me pull it up for you so we can read it. I spent $1,500 at Paisan.
You cut up.
I spent $1,500. You got me?
Yep.
I spent $1,500 at Paisano's Stonefire Pizza to be disrespected more than I ever have in my entire life. After taking 20 pictures with customers and staff, I was asked to leave because of an issue I had with the kitchen manager taking too long in the bathroom. I would highly recommend that anyone who wants to enjoy a relaxing time in Gainesville at a nice restaurant to never visit this place. Woo.
G-dubs.
I'm not screaming the woo, but he has the woo in there.
I don't know if you ever saw him on Kill Tony. Did you see him on Kill Tony?
I feel like no, but I feel like you told me about it.
Yeah, he had a few too many drinks, and then he walked out there, and he was like, I'm not going to be here if people are making jokes about other people. I don't stand for that. He was like, my son died of a heroin overdose. And it's like, someone laughed. Like, one of the guys in the band played like a womp womp. And then he just like stormed off. He walked out.
So Ric Flair, legendary pro wrestler Ric Flair claims he was kicked out of a Gainesville restaurant over the weekend after attending a graduation ceremony at the University of Florida. The Going Ringside podcast, which covers the pro wrestling industry, contacted the co-owner of the restaurant and sent a statement. We reviewed the video of the incident that took place recently at our restaurant. It is clear our team worked in a professional manner to ensure the safety of guests and staff. We have thanked our team for their professionalism. We are proud of how they responded to the situation, using and displaying our team's values.
Question.
Just in case Ric Flair says he was kicked at a restaurant, I just talked to the business owner. Ric Flair had been in Gainesville for the graduation of a relative. Also with the... Okay,
first of all, Ric Flair's senile, and also, who the hell was taking too long in the bathroom? The kitchen manager or Ric Flair? Who's taking that extra long stookie dump where he's doing cocaine?
So I want to find it because there are a couple more things about... So following the post, users on X were quick to poke fun, taking too long in the bathroom.
Who took too long? It's weird.
There's a video.
Jokic, 15 points. 16, sorry.
Beautiful.
Jamal Murray, 8 points. Aaron Gordon, 20 points.
Here you go. That is... I don't know what the hell that is. We need to find the actual video.
I'm surprised I didn't see any of this Ric Flair business.
So Ric Flair, what I assumed, and I think after we listen to this video together, we're gonna assume together the same thing. I was like, well, he had to be like drunk, right?
Yeah, he's a fucking booze bag.
Like he had to be like drunk.
He's a 75-year-old booze bag.
And I need to find this.
And then Ric Flair actually had a heart attack in his last match.
He did.
Nice.
Which I mean, it happens. I don't know if that's the type of joke I want to make, which I can't fucking find.
It's not a joke, it happened.
There was a video of him talking at the restaurant, and he was
in the toilet
as shit, slurring his words, like he was drunk.
Also,
what's that?
How the hell do you drop $1,500 at a pizza shop? You know what that sounds like to me? Sounds like a ton of fucking drinks.
Oh, a ton of drinks. I saw some things about like bro was zooted, like maybe even coked up, like
that would explain the taking too long in a toilet.
But I don't know, it's just funny, fucking Gainesville, Ric Flair's turning up at University of Florida, getting
pretty
kicked
sick.
Out of restaurants, dropping a big old band and a half at the pie.
Band and a half at a fat dookie.
A big old pie and a half at a band restaurant. Big old band and a half at a pizza restaurant.
Yes.
So Anthony Edwards is destroying the Nuggets. We love to see it. The Cavs are hopefully going to lose to Boston.
They will.
I mean, there's not. I mean, Dallas. We get to look forward to Dallas and OKC.
Yep.
We get to look forward to Dallas, OKC. Indiana versus New York.
I don't really care. Not Knicks take game 1. So.
It's cool. It's a playoff series. It's happening. Yep. It's definitely there's definitely gonna be at least 4 games between them. That's what I can confirm.
That's what we know.
That's what
we can confirm.
That's my prediction.
I think the Knicks will win pretty handedly. They had a pretty tough series against a much better team than the Pacers had played. And yeah, I think the Knicks are going to fucking take over.
But I feel like both of these teams facing off in the second round, if they had to play their first round matchups fully healthy, they both would have lost.
Yes.
Agreed. I think the Sixers would have won fully healthy, and I think the Bucks would have won fully healthy.
The Bucks would have easily won if they were fully healthy.
Yeah. Which, can we not talk about the fact that, that's like the top 3 teams we were looking forward to coming out of the East: Boston, Milwaukee,
and Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And 2 of them were brutally injured. Boston has lost their big white man, but they don't need him anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what the timetable is for him right now. I know it's not some season-ending shit, but I know that already in round 2, there's
I don't think he's starting the series off. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions, but I mean, Ravens signed Emory Jones.
Did they actually? From where? Where the fuck was Emory Jones?
I believe he tried
XFL?
I think he tried out at their mini camp.
Really?
He tried out at their mini camp.
Does this mean they're getting rid of Tyler Huntley?
He's a Brown.
Who is a Brown?
Tyler Huntley.
Tyler Huntley left?
Mm-hmm.
What?
He's a Brown now. Yeah.
What?
Just hella former Ravens quarterbacks continuing to go to Cleveland. That's the moves now.
And let's very surely make sure that we shit on Patrick Queen as much as we possibly can.
Oh, is it because of all the bitching he's still doing?
Well, he's a little bitch, and he's also a Steeler, and just the only guy who's ever done any of that dumb shit.
But what's making you is something did you see something recently that's making you?
Nah, I just saw some old stuff of him. I just don't like him.
Is it old though? Because I've seen new tweets.
Really?
He's still tweet here. Let's see. There were some new posts from him recently where I was because his whole thing was I love being the bad guy. I love
fucking dumb shit.
And then he got really upset.
Chase Claypool is back in the league. I thought he was going to the CFL. Apparently not.
He is back in the league.
And guess what number he's wearing for the Bills. For the Bills.
Who?
14.
Chase Claypool, 14. That
14.
is not an upgrade at all.
No, downgrade. Damn,
I don't know if I can hear Patrick Queen Ravens fans. Maybe we can find something like that, but I don't know, because in the beginning he was just go touch some grass, yada yada yada. But he is still, from what I've seen, he's still complaining. He's still bitching at Ravens fans for talking any type of shit possible, any type. He's not really a big fan of that. But I think that's it.
I think we're good.
I think that's all. We talked all NBA playoffs. We talked some other shit going on in the NBA world or in the NFL world, sports world. But we'll be back Saturday to talk. A lot more NBA playoffs will happen between now and then. I'm sure, hopefully, something in the NFL goes down. Maybe another washed-up running back or receiver, gets another chance somewhere. Chase Claypool.
Claypool, yes.
Zeke.
Someone told me that he would be an impact. They're like, he's 6'5" and he's 250. or 220. He sucks regardless.
It's like, somebody like that, somebody like player A with this size could be impactful, but their name's Chase Claypool.
Clay Chapel. Yes.
Chase Claypool. But no, I think that's it.
Quatrick Peen.
Ugh.
That's gross, dude.
I don't like that at all. Is there anything you want to say before we
Smoke on Riff?
Wow.
Roquan Smith.
I was gonna say wow. It took me a second, but I got it. That was.
I don't know what. Oh, I can do that. It's weird.
Roquan.
Smoke on Riff.
Wow.
Steno Jones.
All right.
Gone.
Steno gone.
Mustin Jadabike. Mustin Jadabike.
Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of
here? Someone said that Jokic was better than Hakeem Olajuwon. So I don't think that's the case. I think Hakeem's one of the best players ever, and I think Jokic stinks, and I'm so glad they're going to get swept. I hate everything about Jokic. I hate the way he plays. The feelings that Kendrick has toward Drake, I have toward Jokic. I hate the way that you walk. All that shit. Top to bottom. I can't stand it. But I'm probably getting duped, and they're probably going to win 4-2 or something like that. I'm getting switched up.
As an NBA casual, I don't really have that strong of an opinion on Hakeem. So, sure, I don't think he's I don't think Jokic is better. No. I guess in the grand scheme of things, when we look back on it, I don't know.
Maybe
there's probably a lot more Jokic years to be had.
I hope not. I hope he fucking flies back to Serbia and becomes a fucking. And I hope he turns into a horse.
We'll see.
A witch casts a spell and he turns into a horse.
We're gonna have to see. But with all that being said, we'll be back on Saturday to talk more NBA, more NFL, more whatever is going on in the world. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.